Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And here comes a return from just beyond the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, how's that for an early scoreline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is. And boom, we've got a score on the board. A fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
Well, man, those Bratwurst, Silicon West Charles. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So not only the coffin, but then the pickup on the outside, the scoop, and the score the other way. A fumble return for a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Lutz with the extra point. That'll make the score 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And it just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Throwing on second and long. Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, City, but still they got to be pretty happy when you steal the ball away from them on the opening possession and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Been a nightmare of a first quarter for him. 2 interceptions, 1 return for a touchdown. As he starts again here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers on the ground for Walker a week ago. 18 carries, 89 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This defense for the Saints, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they were out 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. Well, let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to balance it.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains and make the fundamental tackle.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on fourth down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. Carr now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there and muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On third down, here's Walker. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Throwing on first down is Carr. He completes it to Olave. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints continue to pull away in this first half.
swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Lutz to try to end the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it right around the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, Garoppolo. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete here.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
It's caught. Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On third down, here's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Carr now on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it. On first down, Carr.
field, and he's got Olave. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit right there. They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. Now, can they get out here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Let's go on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's Edwards again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes last week. He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. Back now here live in New Orleans. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. Drops from 34 down to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Well, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to get a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The busy night continues for Kamara, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr, flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Finding Walker, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 79 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now down to 20. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. It's like you need...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on that one. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Garoppolo. Got to have this one. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
So it's